We're going to do what we do the way we do it. And we're not going to take on stuff that we don't do. And please don't insist, because that could very well end that referral partner relationship. Hi, Jeff Marsacci, the Plain English Attorney, and today I'm going to talk about referral partner non-negotiables. Now, generally I'm doing videos about different aspects of estate planning, Medicaid planning, a few other things that are meant for the public. But I do have a lot of attorneys and other professionals who follow me, and I think this is a video that's going to give a little bit of something for everyone, because when I talk about referral partner non-negotiables, especially in an estate planning context, you're going to see how we do things in my office and why we do them. All right, so I've got 6 non-negotiables. And when I say non-negotiable, I mean once we have something set, we don't deviate. We don't go all over the place. Some of the worst referral partner relationships I had made it so that every single client had to have some different process. I told them you would talk about this, but you wouldn't talk about this. And no, they're not going to do this part of your process. They're just going to do this. And everything was total chaos. And in addition, they would promise lower prices than we agreed upon. We had to stop that. We had to completely stop that. In fact, it was driving my staff crazy to the point where they just said, well, we're just going to refuse to work with them. We can't do this. And I understood and I got it. And I changed the way I did things. And my clients end up being much happier. All right, so the first non-negotiable, there's a process in order to become a referral partner with my office. And that's because over the years, I have spent so much time just meeting with, in particular, financial advisors. It's like every financial advisor who's part of a larger organization, and I'm going to name a few of them, like Ameriprise, Edward Jones, those larger kind of nationwide firms that have local offices and local agents and local presences. They have part of a checklist that says, oh, to get clients and to help service your clients, you need an estate planning attorney. Go meet an estate planning attorney. Go do coffee. And it became such a huge thing to meet with them once. Oh, we're going to do a meet and greet. We're going to get to know each other and blah, 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 and schmooze. And then it's like, okay, here's how I do things. And I spent another meeting, hour to hour and a half. Here are the resources we have. Here's what I do. I can do seminars, but here's the parameters for that. Here's how the clients come in, and go through the whole entire client process and never get a referral from them. So after all of that, after a lot of back and forth, 3, 4 or more hours spent, nothing. Why? Because they had to check off for their home office that, yeah, I met with several estate planning attorneys and I've got their cards. No, we don't do that anymore. Now we actually have a process. If they're interested, okay, I can be interested, but we've got our client services director who will work with them. We have a couple of videos outlining, here's how we do things. Here's the process we use for our clients. This is how we do it. If you're on board with that, then we can take the next step. The next step being more of a conversation with the client services director. And then if that works out well, great. Now we can actually sit down and go through things. Not too many people get that far. I can't waste my time helping people just check a box off. So we have had several, and we still have several great referral partners that we work with who are completely on board with our process. fantastic. All right. The second non-negotiable when working with referral partners is the client process. We have a very established client process. First of all, the client needs to contact us in order for us to contact them. That's a North Carolina State Bar rule. We need something that says, yes, it's okay to contact me. In the past, I've had, well, no, they just said to call you. No, I can't take your word for it to contact them. They have to make some little initial contact. Great. Then we set an appointment a few weeks out, send them a packet, and they have to read my book. It's 80 pages. It's in plain English, but it's going to give the background knowledge of estate planning so that I don't have to sit and talk about the difference between a will and a trust, what is probate, what's good or bad, and what are the different documents. It's all there in the book. It's also, all of that stuff and more is actually also in my course, Estate Crash Course at estatecrashcourse.com, where people can get that in a video resource format. But part of what we send out as the packet is the book. They got to read the book. There's also a questionnaire that needs to be filled out and returned to my office before their appointment. Okay, we shouldn't be spending the time in that first appointment, which we call a strategy session, with me saying, okay, so what's your kid's name? So what's their date of birth? What city do they live in? No, we need to get down to what is important to you, not gathering background information that can be done in a questionnaire. So again, if the referral partners don't want to do, no, I don't want my clients to do that. They shouldn't have to do that. You just go and you talk. No. Then this is not a referral relationship that's going to work. So when you have a client process and you want to stick to that process, then your referral partner shouldn't be trying to blow that up. Now, let me put a caveat here. If you can agree on a process that's largely like yours, for example, I have a couple of referral partners where they're financial advisors. They are conducting some of the meetings in our process so that they handle that, and they are kind of increasing their relationship with their clients, and it's nothing legal. There's no legal advice. There's no legal explanations. It's part of the overall process. If they want to handle it, all right, we can negotiate that ahead of time, and then we stick to it. One of the biggest failed relationships was kind of getting on the next piece, which is price. All right. There are a lot of attorneys out there who get paid by the hour. That's how they choose to do things. I think there's a lot of downsides to doing it that way if you know how much time you're going to be spending in a process. Now, if you're talking about something like a divorce or a contract lawsuit, and you have no idea how the other party's going to be, then maybe paying by the hour makes the most sense. Now, something that I've seen that's in between is there are firms and attorneys that will do, here's a set of services and fees, and there's a certain number of hours before we have to kick in or go to the next level or start charging by the hour for everything over that. Okay, that's a bit of a compromise. Now, when it comes to price, I'll freely admit, we are not the least expensive option. There are attorneys out there that want to go out and compete on price, and what ends up happening is their services are looked at as if they were selling documents. They're not really doing estate planning. It's X number of dollars for this document, X number of dollars for this document. Oh, you don't want that document? Okay, well, we'll take that off the bill and we just won't do it. But you're not a document salesperson as an attorney. You're a planner and the documents are actually the tools. So when we set a price, okay, that's the price. If we negotiate a price with the referral partner that's going to happen across the board, then that's what we stick to. In the past, I've worked with some referral partners that said, well, they can't afford to do this. They told me this, they want a lower price. Can you do it for this? Don't put me in that position because I'm going to say no. Back then I said yes. Now here's the thing that I found out, and this is mainly I'm talking now to other attorneys and professionals. If they undercut your price, they want something much lower, believe me, they're going to make you work so much more for the lower amount of money. Doesn't matter how much you say, oh, this is easy. I've always found that the people who are balking at the price and trying to negotiate it down are going to make you do so much more for that lower fee. So I just don't do that anymore. If those clients can go, okay, and I hear, oh, that's lost business. You don't want to do that. No, you want the most efficient business. And again, this is a business thing. Someone who wants to undercut your fee as a flat rate and still get a lot more than the other clients that are okay with your fee, they will make you work so much more to the point where you're better off spending the time that you would have spent on those clients doing other things to gain more clients. So that's when it comes to price. If you're going to negotiate something with a referral partner or tell them this is what the price is, or this is even the process on the price, because I tell my referral partners, don't tell what the price is. Let them read the book, go through it. They're going to get an idea of what the price is going to be. And if they want to self-select out, that's fine. In fact, just recently, I'm part of a great planning network, the Estate Planning Source. There was a financial advisor out in California who had clients who were in North Carolina. And the Estate Planning Source has a, quote, suggested fee schedule, and it's right on that schedule. This is just suggestion. The professionals involved are not committing to any particular price just by being part of the network. And so this financial advisor in California asked, well, what's the price? And I was like, well, look, I charge more, and it was X. I don't stick to that fee schedule. Oh, well, we can't do that. Fine. And I hung up. It's also because we do a lot more in the process. We're a lot more involved. And with this same network, when I go and usually I'm teaching some of the sessions at their advanced institute, or there are other things I will teach. And I said, Jeff, you're great. Can you get licensed in my state? Well, first, I'm not going to do that. And they go, well, do you stick to the fee schedule? No, I charge. Oh, how can you charge that much? Well, wait, I do a lot more. If you want to work with me, the price ends up being set, and it's higher than average, but we do so much more. Our clients understand so much more as we go through the process that they know they've got something good, as opposed to, yeah, it's just we're fulfilling document orders. So that's not the way I do it. There are other attorneys who do choose to do it that way. They're more of a volume business. They're keeping their time very short with each case to do volume. That's fine. That's what they want to do. That's not what we're going to do. Okay. The fourth non-negotiable, and you're going to start to see a trend here. These are all Ps. Product. Okay. We're going to do what we do in our process. And in the end, we're going to have a package of documents that I frequently call a toolbox. So if we're talking about estate planning, all right, look, we're going to have a revocable living trust typically, or if they go with the will route, all right, that's fine. But for the revocable living trust, there's a revocable living trust, durable general power of attorney, healthcare power of attorney, living will, nomination of conservator if they've got kids under 18 or they're guardians for a disabled adult, and we have a nomination of guardianship type of form, and a whole bunch of other things. We're not going to end up with, well, they don't want that. They want something simple. No, we design our revocable trust to handle a whole wide array of potential things that can happen so that if something does happen, it's already written in. And I used to say that look, if you have an attorney that has a revocable living trust that they do, and then they charge differently if you add provisions, if there's a special needs beneficiary, and then they add if, for another situation. Well, look, for a lot of situations, you can fit these contingencies into the revocable living trust so that if something does happen, you're already set. And these attorneys, well, you don't have any disabled beneficiaries, so how can you do it? It's like, well, you can't walk and chew gum at the same time. It's like, no, you put it in there as a contingency. It's already there. And at one point I had 2 clients who came in within about 6 months of each other, 2 disasters, and it was their, sons. One got into a car accident, slammed his head on the steering wheel and the airbag didn't deploy. Yeah, he had some brain damage. He was disabled. He couldn't work. And Medicaid became his health insurance. It's, oh my gosh, I can't leave him anything. No, it's already set. It's in your trust. It's set. The other one, working construction, fell off backwards on a ladder, hit the back of his head on a stone in the yard, and he had damage. I think he actually recovered a lot more, but look, the situation was taken care of. It's already there. So we're not going to strip down and do less for a revocable living trust because a referral partner wants something more simple. We're just not going to compromise how we're treating the clients that way. The other thing, when it's a non-negotiable for product, if we don't do that area of law, I'm not going to take it up. Well, I want an attorney that I can send to who's also going to do real estate closings. We're not set up for that. I'm not going to do that. Well, how about divorce? You're an attorney. You can do divorce. No, we do what we do. So again, when it comes to that 4th non-negotiable product, we're going to do what we do the way we do it. And we're not going to take on stuff that we don't do. And please don't insist, because that could very well end that referral partner relationship. And rightfully so, because then you need to go out and find an attorney who does all those things. The 5th non-negotiable, place. Where are the meetings happening? So we've already had process where, okay, here are the meetings that we're doing, but where are they taking place? Now this kind of becomes a little important because there are a lot of financial advisors out there whose office is just for work, or maybe it's even they've got a home office and they drive around and meet in person with clients at their house. Okay, that's fine. There are some attorneys that prefer to do that as well. Very good attorney that I know, very thorough attorney down in Texas. That's what she does. She meets with them in their house and the meetings are there, and that's how they do it. We don't do that. I don't have a lot of driving around time. So the meetings are going to take place in my office, or we can have some of these meetings via Zoom. But we will not travel to someone else's house. One exception, look, if they actually are housebound. If medically they're like in a hospital or a facility, we're going to do as many meetings as we can online via Zoom or some other platform. And we'll go there to do just the signing. So, all right, that's the one exception. So if a referral partner wants to insist that we have to meet at their house, no. There are some referral partners, we're happy to meet at their office if we arrange it well enough ahead of time. And again, we've negotiated that at the start. They can't insist, well, no, we're going to start meeting at you're going to meet our clients at their houses. No, that's not what we're going to do. So that fifth non-negotiable of place kind of becomes important. We can't just throw out and just go run around and do everything willy-nilly. We have to stick to what's we've talked about and what's going to work for everybody involved. Right now, the sixth P, the sixth non-negotiable is procurement. And I used procurement just to kind of keep the P theme going. But it's, for marketing, if you want me to do seminars, I can do seminars. I do very well just getting up in front of a group and going through stuff, but I have a way of doing it. If you want me to do a seminar, all right, I'm not going to be putting together handouts. I'm not going to be walking around the room and doing stuff. No, look, if you want me to come and do a seminar, I can talk on just about any subject that is in my field. I can just get up and competently do a seminar. All I need is like a time frame, and you just need to understand I'm going to come in, teach, and then leave. And maybe if it's something where you need one of my staff members, we can talk about that. But I'm not going to start doing seminars in a completely different way with referral partners because they need me to do something a lot different. So, and also when it comes to marketing, if I'm going to be doing, which is coming up, live broadcasts, we're going to do it the way we're going to do it, unless we're a guest on your show, in which case, all right, we'll talk about what that format is going to do and make a decision. So those are really the big referral partner non-negotiables. Process for linking up as referral partner professionals. 2, the client process. Look, we've got a client process, or we need to agree to one up front and we need to stick to it. 3, pricing. Here's how we do pricing, and that's the end of it. Don't start looking for discounts. As we get into things, we're just not going to do it. 4th, product, meaning, okay, what we do and how we do it, that's going to stay. That's, again, non-negotiable. And then the things that we won't do, don't try to talk us into doing these other areas of law. We're just not going to do it. It's probably better to find another referral partner. Place, where are these meetings taking place and how are they conducted? And then the 6th one, procurement, when we're talking about marketing or seminars, all right, we're doing it a certain way and we need to figure that out ahead of time, and we're not going to deviate from that. So I hope you found that information useful. It probably gave some of the professionals who are subscribed to the channel, and if you aren't already subscribed, I do encourage you to subscribe to the channel so you keep getting this great information. But I think it gave just the general public a little bit more of an insight into how I run things at my law office and how we do things for Medicaid planning with the Care Assistance Center. So as always, please stay safe, plan ahead, and enjoy life. And oh, by the way, if you do subscribe to the channel, please go ahead and put a comment in the video that you subscribe. We like to kind of interact and let us know what you want to see. So as always, have a great day, or more appropriately, make it a great day. It's all in your hands.